5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What if what you dreamt last night was the revelation of things to come 30 years from now? Or even more so, what if your dream was the revelation of a successive fulfillment of events that would play out over the course of the next 1,000 years with the precision, accuracy, and detail of a first-hand eyewitness account? An experience like this would change you, probably mark you for the rest of your life.
When I think about the visions of Daniel, we have to understand that these were given visually. They were visions, just like Ezekiel had a vision, just like John in the book of Revelation had a series of visions. And those visions were then translated through the mind of the one viewing, in this case Daniel, onto paper. And he had to use certain vocabulary. He had to use different ways to express what he was seeing.
The majority of those who've studied his writings, regardless of religious bias, agree that much of what he wrote came to pass. Is there more in this account that is yet to be fulfilled? And if so, what does it say about our future?
We are looking at what God wants us to know, what he wanted Nebuchadnezzar to know, what he wanted Daniel to know, what he wanted the Jewish people to know. And then for those who also believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, what it entails for the entire future of the world. I mean, it really does go up to the very end of the world, if you want to call it that.
One of the approaches to studying and analyzing the revelations in the book of Daniel may lie in seeking the primary language of the visions. The original language of these messages is not in Greek, it's not in Hebrew, it's not in Aramaic. The original language is visual.
We believe that it is possible to reconstruct, to put them in a visual and a movie kind of format so that the average guy, like me, can go back and say, that is really cool. Now I understand.
Everyone understands the value of technology-assisted reenactments. Nowadays, computers mock up and simulate everything from natural disasters to engineering accidents. What if we could employ these techniques to study the revelations accounted for by Daniel? What would we learn?
The visions are like an anchor. They're going to show us that these things are going to come to pass. Even if the world around us is falling apart, God has revealed what he's going to do.
Okay, stop. Pause it right there. Rewind. Stop. What you're looking at is a visual representation of the future. What you have in this document are multiple accounts of information being moved from one dimension into the other. It just so happens that this information is about the future, our future. If this is real, the question becomes, is the account reliable? What we're finding is that each one of these data sets that have passed from one dimension to the other contain the sum total of the message, like a seed in that it contains all the information necessary for knowing the future. With the right tools, it's possible to see these events with greater clarity and ultimately fortify a sound place from which to make a reasonable hypothesis about the future. Through generous private partnerships, we've been able to build many of the assets that are vital to our research and our development, and ultimately the things that are necessary for recreating the dreams and the visions and the experiences within the text.
We believe with God's help and with yours that we can make this happen. We've already invested tens of thousands of dollars and lots of hard work to do this, but there's more to be done.
Today, we're a third of the way towards accomplishing our goal and finishing an investigation of the book of Daniel.
So we're asking you to partner with us to whatever you feel is the right amount would be a wonderful help for us. And we're going to do the very best job that we can do to make this a reality.
If the book of Daniel deals with the future of mankind, it deserves a thorough investigation.